What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Tuesday, January 29th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, let's take a look at the point guard position. I like Jrue Holiday from the New Orleans Pelicans playing the Houston Rockets, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they give up the 6th fewest fantasy points to opposing point guards. But Jrue Holiday has scored 45, 63, and 46 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 43.9 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 37 minutes per game with a 25% usage rate. Jrue Holiday is $8,600 DraftKings salary. He's $900 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 56.5 fantasy points here tonight. That's over 6 times value. There's an implied total of 235 points in this game. No Anthony Davis means a ton of usage for Jrue Holiday, who should be able to pay off his price tag no problem. This should be a competitive game, so I love Jrue Holiday here versus the Houston Rockets. So I just wanted to let everybody know we added projected ownership. It first updates mid-afternoon, and then it will be updated throughout the day based on injuries and other information that comes out. So we show the projected ownership right here in the position optimizer, so you can see right next to every player what their projected ownership is for the main DFS slate. So now you can easily see who's going to be chalk, who's going to be low owned. This is one of the most important stats you're going to look at to help build your lineups and pick your players. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. I like Brandon Ingram from the LA Lakers playing the Philadelphia 76ers, who give up the 9th fewest fantasy points overall and the 5th fewest fantasy points versus opposing shooting guards. So the matchup's not great, but Brandon Ingram has scored 40, 32, and 27 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 28.7 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 33 minutes per game with a 23% usage rate. Brandon Ingram is $6,400 DraftKings salary. He's $500 more on FanDuel, projected at 32.4 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5 times value. There's an implied total of 229 points in this game. And I like Brandon Ingram because he scored 41 and 49 fantasy points versus Philadelphia 76ers in the last 2 games. Let's see if he can do it again. I like Brandon Ingram here versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the position optimizer where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new player trends tool where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, who do we have at the small forward position? I like Rudy Gay from the San Antonio Spurs playing the Phoenix Suns, who have the 2nd worst defense overall, and they give up the 9th most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Rudy Gay has scored 26, 46, and 30 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 28.9 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 27 minutes per game with a 22% usage rate. Rudy Gay is $5,900 DraftKings salary. He's $100 more on FanDuel, projected at 32.3 fantasy points here tonight. That's over 5 times value. There's an implied total of 220.5 points in this game. Fantastic matchup. DeMar DeRozan is out for this game, which makes Rudy Gay one of my favorite plays on the slate. So I love Rudy Gay here versus the Phoenix Suns. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. we'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, who do we have at the power forward position? I like Aaron Gordon going back to the well here for the Orlando Magic, playing the Oklahoma City Thunder, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're pretty good against power forwards. But Aaron Gordon has scored 43, 48, and 22 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 33.6 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 34 minutes per game with a 22% usage rate. Aaron Gordon is $6,700 DraftKings salary. He's 100 more on FanDuel, projected at 34.1 fantasy points here tonight. That's right over 5 times value. This is a home game, a fast-paced game. Aaron Gordon is healthy, playing a ton of minutes, high usage rate. I love Aaron Gordon here versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Joel Embiid from the Philadelphia 76ers playing the LA Lakers, who have the 9th worst defense overall, and they give up the 4th most fantasy points to opposing centers. Joel Embiid has scored 64 and 63 fantasy points in his last 2 games, averaging 54.4 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 33 minutes per game with a 33% usage rate. Joel Embiid is $10,200 DraftKings salary. He's $1,400 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 51.3 fantasy points here tonight. That's right around 5 times value. He's got 60, 70 point upside. Fantastic matchup here. I love Joel Embiid versus the LA Lakers. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.